Hey guys, it's Sam with Tennis Express, and I'm here with Spencer, one of our biggest hitters. We're talking rackets today. These are the 2025 Dunlop SX300. We've got the SX300 and we've got the SX300 Tour. On the Tour version, slightly smaller head, 10.8 ounces versus 10.6 ounces. Spencer, let's go to the playtest. What were your thoughts on these guys?
Honestly, I really like the 98 square inch head, and it being 10.8 doesn't make it too light and it doesn't make it too heavy, so it feels really good swinging.
Jumping into the 98 for me, I was surprised. This one was an easier to use 98. All over the court, baseline, transitioning to the net. I really appreciated the extra spin from these spin boost grommets on the serve. So for my money, it's one of the easier to play 98 square inch rackets on the market. The SX300, 100 square inch head. Talk to me about your experience with this one.
It's got all my favorite features from the 98. It's just slightly more forgiving, which is good for some players. It's got a little bit more space between the strings, which means it generates a lot more spin.
As far as recommendations, Spencer, like which racket do you recommend to which player?
I mean, 98 goes to the more advanced player, that's for sure. It's heavier, and you have to be a little bit more precise, but you know exactly where the ball's going when you strike through it. The 100 is a great racket too, but I would recommend it to those who need a little bit more spin, a little bit more net clearance on the ball, and might need a little bit more forgiveness on their shot too.
Yeah, awesome. Again, we really like the look. Dunlop did a really nice job kind of refreshing this cosmetic. The SX300 models are some of the most comfortable. And you guys know, you watch the reviews, I appreciate comfortable rackets as much as anybody. So if you're looking for sort of a kinder, gentler spin racket, the SX300 models are great. So for the Dunlop SX300, we've got a 16 by 19 string pattern, 100 square inch head, 10.6 ounce unstrung weight, and that nice variable beam design. For the SX300 Tour, we've got that 16 by 19 pattern, 98 square inch head, 10.8 ounce unstrung weight, variable beam design, and a little bit more headlight. Hey there, we're back with another playtest. I'm Sam, I'm with Deja, one of our biggest hitters. So happy you could join us on this playtest. We're talking all things Dunlop with the SX300. Deja, what did you think after hitting with this racket?
Yeah, so I would be completely honest. Initially, I didn't know what to think, but I literally loved it. I was hitting really well, especially my forehands. I saw a lot of consistency with it. The weight was perfect.
Deja, you're somebody that puts a lot of topspin on your forehand. I feel like with this racket, it sort of helps that type of game. Would you agree there? Or?
Absolutely. So if you play with spin, this is definitely a go-to. I mean, it really made my shot feel smooth and comfortable. I felt like I've been playing with it.
Who would you recommend, who would be the prime candidate for the SX300 to try out in a demo?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're someone who plays a lot, like we kind of said, if you play with a lot of spin, this is perfect for you. You know, if you are a college player, anyone who plays a lot of tennis, I would definitely recommend this one.
Cool. Last thing for me, do you have any thoughts on the rackets, like overall comfort?
Yeah, so actually when I played in college, I struggled with tennis elbow. And so honestly, this was very arm friendly for me, very comfortable. I felt no pain as I was playing today. So that's another thing. If you're looking for something to be, you know, really friendly with the arm, this is a great option.
Great stuff, Deja. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next playtest, all right?
Thanks for having me.
Hey there, Sam checking in with the Dunlop SX300 for 2025, the racket review. I've got Alex with us, one of our longest standing playtesters. Alex, let's get straight to it. What were your thoughts on the SX300?
It was awesome. I really was. I think that I'm not too sure what they did to change it with this one, but it felt a lot more comfortable. It was a lot easier to use, and I think it had a lot better feel and pocketing on the ball than the previous generation. And it's definitely not lacking in the spin department either. I found that when I thought a lot of my shots were gonna go long or way to the back of the court, they dropped either right inside the baseline or a lot shorter than I thought they would, which can be a good thing if you're a guy that tends to hit long a lot.
I know it's always kind of that late movement. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, it is.
It's good for a pitcher to have late movement. It's nice when you see your shots dipping in just before the baseline.
Absolutely.
So two models here. We hit the 300 Tour and we hit the 300. Which one was your favorite and why?
So I initially thought that I would like the 300 Tour more, just because it's a little bit heavier and I do like a little bit heavier racket. But I found myself liking just the regular 300 better. I think that it just performs better with the task the racket wants to do, which is spin the ball. So with that racket, it does just give you a little bit better spin. It's easier to whip through the air. And it's still very, very stable, even though it's only a 300-gram racket.
Awesome. So really, really good versatility from the SX300 line.
Definitely.
Alex, thank you for joining us on this playtest. I really appreciate your help, and we look forward to the next playtest.